Hello, welcome to the Dungeon Dwellers Podcast. I'm your host, Justin. We're reviewing our fourth episode of Tales from the Crypt. This episode's called Skin Deep. This episode was directed by Howard Deutch. I think that's his name. I have no idea who this guy is. I guess they ran out of... I guess the executive producers, which are all famous directors, decided they don't want to direct any more episodes. Or at least for now. So, yeah, you got this random guy directing it. Yeah, this episode stars Lea Thompson, who I've heard the name. I'm not exactly sure what stuff she's been in. Let's take a quick look. In this episode, she plays like a hooker who, oh, she's married to Howard Deutch. Okay, now we know how she got the role. What did this guy do? Some kind Pretty in Pink. What did he do for? He didn't direct Pretty in Pink, did he? Wasn't that a John Hughes movie? No, John Hughes wrote it, but he directed it. Oh, that's weird. I thought John Hughes directed this shit, but apparently he's just a writer. Okay, so that's what the guy is famous for. Pretty in Pink. Huh, that's weird. I never watched those 80s teen comedy movies. To me, they suck. Yeah, so this episode, Lea Thompson plays this hooker named Sylvia. She sees this rich guy with this woman that she feels like, oh, if she can get the right clothes, get the right jewelry, she can seduce this guy away from his girlfriend, and basically she wants a sugar daddy. So after getting hassled by this pimp by the name of G. Smokey Campbell, that's the actor's name. She takes him into an alley to seduce him, and then takes her hooker gun and blasts a cap in this guy's ass. Oh, really bad. Like, shot him a bunch in the gut, which is a very... apparently, that's the worst place to get shot. It's the most painful way to get shot, in the stomach. Shoots him, tries to... robs his shit, and tries to take it to this pawn shop. The guy's like, no, I'm not gonna buy this shit. This shit's hot. Hot as in stolen. And but like, he just he decides, well, I'm not gonna give you money for this jewelry, but I will give you money if you sell me your beauty, right? So this guy, you find out, is into voodoo shit. He has like the corpse of his wife in this fucking coffin that he keeps in the back of his pawn shop, and basically he buys women's beauty, and then to reinvigorize his wife's corpse. So there's probably some necrophilia going on. So she sells her beauty to this guy. He makes like a mold of her face. Doesn't put, like, you know, any straws or tubes in her nose, which is what you're supposed to do when you make a mold of somebody's face, you know, so they could breathe while the shit takes, because the shit takes time to harden, right? So, like, obviously you need something, an apparatus of some sort, so the person who's getting their face molded can breathe. But the director decided to skip that tiny detail. Maybe the actress complained, like, I don't want tubes in my nose. Whatever. So the episode is basically a monkey paw. This hooker wanted, like, fast money so she could get the resources she needs to seduce the rich dude, who's, I don't even know if they gave him a name. in this episode. Maybe it was. There's a Ronnie here by Brett Collin. Maybe that's the guy. Who the fuck knows, dude? So basically, what happens is she starts the 4 months go by. She starts the age, and then she figures out what's going on. She goes to see the pawnbroker, who's played by Brett Leach. He tells her it's too late. You had 4 months to come back for your shit. You didn't. But like she pulls a gun on him. He's like, okay, give me 100 grand, and then I'll give you your beauty back, right? So what happens is she goes back. She starts robbing her rich boyfriend's place. She looks old as fuck at this point. He shows up. He's like, "Who the fuck are you? Why are you robbing my place?" And like a retarded yuppie, he just like, "Fuck, I'm just gonna call the police," right? So like, what happens? She pulls her gun out and blasts this guy. Despite for a very small gun, it does a lot of damage, which is. I'm not a huge gun guy. I don't know everything about guns, but I would assume a small gun like that would have to have small caliber bullets for it to shoot that many times, right? So he could have possibly had lived if you were shot that many times from that far away with a small caliber gun. But whatever, he dies. And by the time this is the weird part. By the time she gets to the pawn shop, the guy has a newspaper of what she did, which we would have assumed was like an hour ago at tops, right? Of her killing her rich boyfriend. There's a picture of her in the newspaper. So it's like, I could give you back your beauty, but then everybody would be able to identify you, and you would go back to jail. Even though she went to see a doctor, and there's probably a medical report about her aging face, so she's probably fucked either way, right? But like no, she decides fuck it. She doesn't take her beauty back. She just leaves, and that's when the episode ends. So I don't know. I thought this episode was okay. I guess I honestly got bored halfway through and listened to a Come Down clip about Wolf Blitzer. This episode, I don't know. I think it was average at best. It wasn't as entertaining as the last episode. And I guess the moral of the story is beauty's only skin deep. But here the episode's called Sin Deep, so I don't fucking know. Whatever. She was supposed to be like 21 or something, and it's like, dude, she looks like she's like 30. But I don't fucking know. She had a shitload of makeup on, and at one point I'm looking at her. She's supposed to be a tranny. Look. She has such a deep voice, and she had so much fucking makeup on. She's threatening to shoot this guy's dick off, like the pimp's dick off. I don't know. If I had to give this episode a rating, it's probably I would maybe a 6 out of 10, because it is kind of a base and red pilled moral story. Stay away from whores, kids. All right, peace.